Hello, family. If you're thinking about moving to the islands, one of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video is a little snippet on what it's like and how to navigate the entire island. I'm also going to be going over some home prices just so you can see the expectation as far as moving to the islands, maybe the lifestyle, maybe the overall goal as to finding out which neighborhood might fit you best. And before I get started, my name is Christopher Tolentino. I'm a local real estate agent here in the island of Oahu, Hawaii. And I've been living here all my life and seen real estate market grow from where it's currently at today. And I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's get directly to it. Let me go ahead and transition over to the map and let's get started. All right, so right now I am currently looking at the map right here. And really, the entire island, you could section them down to three different areas. The first one is the North Shore area, which is right here. And starting off with this section right here, to me, if you're planning to work in the East Oahu area, which is your Waikiki, your Ala Moana downtown area, personally, if you're going to live here and work there, you're probably going to be stressed out all your life. That commute, from Kahuku, Hauula, all of this down this road going straight to East Oahu, which is what I'm circling right now, is going to be an hour and a half to 2 hour commute depending on the traffic. Not very ideal in my personal opinion. And so as far as that section off, if you, I think people who live in the North Shore area, they're planning to work there, they're planning to live there. Maybe they work remotely and they just want that private, country lifestyle. That's going to be the expectation here on the northern side. And this is all mountains right here. All right, so let me go ahead and back up a little bit here and remove some of these scribbly lines. Um, Now, East Oahu is another section that is, again, it was the first city here on the island. A lot of the times, most of the times, actually, jobs were in that area. Locals, they work in the hotel industry, restaurant industry. 10, 15 years ago, that was the area where all of these things were at. And so, now West Oahu, which is what I'm circling right now, is becoming the new city. A lot of restaurants, a lot of brand new developments are, slowly popping up here. And just about a decade ago, they didn't have a Costco, they didn't have a Target, and now they do. So as far as convenience, commute, depending on who you ask, is going to determine which area they would prefer to live. Now, as far as traffic, let me go to reverse through here. I'm just gonna zoom in on this so that way you can really focus on East Oahu. I'm just gonna put the letter E here and I'm gonna put West Oahu right there. There's one main freeway that a lot of people use to get to town area. So again, this is just for the convenience of being able to work on East Oahu. Now, if you work in East Oahu and you're planning to live on the west, the expectation there is that morning traffic from 6:30 to roughly about 8:30 going from this area right here, driving here could take you anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour and a half, depending. Sometimes maybe there's an accident. Now, what I would recommend is get an electric vehicle. They do have a fast lane that an electric vehicle or two or more people can enter into, and you can go straight, into this freeway, avoiding most of the traffic. And this commute could take anywhere from, I would say, 30 to 45 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, depending, how crazy the traffic is. But for a lot of military individuals who, work near the airport, which is this area right here, to me, living in the West, the traffic really starts. Let me go ahead and mark this up a little bit. The traffic really start closer to this Honolulu area. And so a lot of the times, when people do decide to work in the airport area and then possibly live on the west side of the island here, the commute is really not too bad. I would say 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So again, that's just the overall expectation. And most of the time, people who work in East Oahu, Waikiki, Ala Moana, downtown area, most of the time, the west side is it's usually price quality of the home versus the convenience. And so most of the time they do prefer to live here if they could actually afford it. But yes, East Oahu is known to be the most, I would say, pricier homes, more expensive. Just to kind of show you a little bit about the expectation there, let me go back on Home Spotter and just show you. This is live, active, current market right now. I mean, take a look at that. You got $3 million properties right there, 2.8. You got $1.7 million single family homes. Let Let me just show you what the single family home look. That's a $1.7 million property. See that right side right there? That's the expectation, almost $2 million, right? And then it gets worse, obviously, when you move into the Diamond Head area here. Again, anything near that Diamond Head crater, you got $2 million properties there. Is this even a single family home? It's not even a single family home. This is just an apartment. And that's kind of the expectation there you're going to get. Um, and then one thing I want to show you here is the maintenance fee. Look at that. Maintenance fee is at $1,500 per month on top of a 2 point something million dollar property. So again, being near the crater, I would say it is a type of lifestyle. It's not for your average Joe. A lot of celebrities more likely is going to live in these areas like Kahala, and look at these $19 million to show you what exactly that looks like near the beach. And I mean, it's beautiful. Look at that. So this is kind of a map or overview of that Kahala area, and that's Diamond Head right there. So if you got the money, you're a celebrity, you're looking to move to the island, please reach out to me directly. I can definitely help you out in taking a look at some of these homes. $3.8 million home there, beautiful home, 4 bedrooms. All right. So that's just a little bit about East Oahu. Again, being near Ala Moana, being near Waikiki does come with a price. Now, as far as entertainment, let's move on to the next question. Entertainment. The west side of the island, which is kind of what I'm zooming into right now, has a lot of growth potential. Again, what I was mentioning was 10 to 15 years ago, there wasn't such thing as Costco's and Targets in this area, and now they're definitely popping up. Places like Aulani, Ko'olina area, which is what I'm zooming into right now, has become one of the biggest resort, a little bit more private, away from, a lot of heavy tourist congestion area that you should expect if you're planning to move on to East Oahu, especially if you're near Waikiki area. And so Ko'olina has become that private resort lifestyle. I mean, you take a look at these homes. This is one of the developments they currently built. It's a 3 bedroom townhome, and it's at $1.4 million. And we look at the details or the maintenance fee here, which I always like to look at. It's at $1,066 per month on maintenance fee, living this resort lifestyle here in the Ko'olina area. And this is kind of the townhome that you're going to expect right there. All right. Now, as far as entertainment area, a lot of the times, me personally living here on the island, if I want to take my wife out to eat somewhere nice, it's always going to be around the Waikiki area. There's going to be a lot of restaurants, sushi, fine dine, a lot of activities, a lot of, very heavy touristy spots, a lot of shopping. If you want your luxury rolls like, I don't know, Louis Vuittons and Pradas and Dior's. That's what you're gonna expect here in Waikiki. And so is Ala Moana Shopping Center. If you've never visited Ala Moana Shopping Center, I'm sure you could YouTube, how this outdoor mall look like. But it is an ultra luxury style mall. And take a look at this. They even have Park Lane, which is this building right here, that ranges anywhere from $12 million to, I believe, one of the most expensive units here sold for $25 million. But that's kind of the ultra luxury lifestyle that you're going to expect when you're moving in these kind of sections. Very celebrity lifestyle feel. Another one, just to name a few, is going to be your Ward Village. So again, these type of homes, they're catered to a certain type of crowd. Not your average Joe for sure. I mean, these homes, luxury condominiums, some of them are $2,000 maintenance fee, but they do have some amazing amenities. These are for people that I believe don't care about money anymore. They just, they want to live this luxury lifestyle. Maybe they want to retire here on the island, watch the sunset every single day as they go down, maybe walk downstairs, go to a fancy restaurant, and go live back upstairs in your condominium. That's kind of the expectation that you're going to get from Ward Village. Now, let me bring everybody back down to earth. And the next one that I'm going to be talking about is really your first time home buyer kind of deal, which is properties are averaging anywhere from $600 to $700. Now, if you're moving in East Oahu, one area that I tend to, I would say, find very attractive properties as far as home prices is going to be the Salt Lake area. Again, this commute right here from Salt Lake area to places like Waikiki. So from here to roughly around Waikiki area, even with traffic, I mean, you're there in probably 15 to 20 minutes. So which is not too bad. You want to get to downtown, again, convenience versus the condition and quality of the home is what you're going to expect. If you want more convenience, you're probably going to be spending, six, $700,000 on a building that, it's not ultra luxury. It's not going to be a townhome. It's going to be a mid-rise or a high-rise building, with very, older style amenities, older buildings. So just to kind of show you this property right here, very mid-rise, older style building. Um, One of the things I'm always looking at whenever I'm looking at these homes is always the maintenance fee right there at $779 in the Salt Lake area here on the island of Oahu. That's kind of what you're always going to expect for the maintenance fees. Now, if you love the suburbs lifestyle, you're going to go mainly where I live, which is why you see that blue dot right there. So again, for that same price point of about, $679,000 or 600, $700,000, you're going to expect a very townhome feel. This is again a home built by D.R. Horton. It's at $699,000 for a two-bedroom, and you do have some yard space right there, which is not too bad. Again, that's kind of the expectation. Ho'opili, if you don't know anything about Ho'opili, please follow me on my social media. I do a lot of business here only because they're brand new developments, with lower maintenance fees. Let me just show you what the maintenance fee here. This one is $469 right there in the left hand side of your screen for that maintenance fee. And so a lot of the times, my clients, it's always the outweigh as to depending on, what kind of money you have, right? If you're looking at that price point out of about $700,000 and you want to move to the west side, expect a little bit more bigger bang for your buck. You're going to expect a brand new development, a brand new newer home, I would say at the latest about 5 years old. Lower maintenance fee, got amenities like the swimming pool, what you're looking at right here. But if you want to move to East Oahu because maybe convenience is more important for you and that Waikiki, Ala Moana lifestyle is what you're looking for, then expect to really spend the money. That's all I can say. If you're buying single family homes, it's going to be about $2 million, and you'll get an average home. Some of these homes, go for about $5 million, which I think is more towards the ultra luxury. But for that same 2 million or $1.1 million home, let me show you a couple here in this development. So for a $1 million home, this is an example of a home that you can get. It's a 1,712 square feet interior space, no maintenance fee. This one I believe has a $78. There you go, $78 association fee, and the home looks, fairly spacious. It's within the brand new development, and again, $1 million properties. If I was to show you exactly the same thing on what you can get on East Oahu for a $1 million property, let me go ahead and mark this up right here so you can see. So for that same $1 million property here, let's see what you can get. There you go. So for a $1 million property, you get a 4 bedroom, and it will look something like that. What is the size of this thing? It's about 2,600 square feet. It's actually not too bad. Wonder if this thing has a maintenance fee. No maintenance fee. Not too bad. Yeah, so this is kind of what you're going to expect right here for a $1 million property, literally a box, right? And it's really close, a little bit more outdated. The carpet definitely needs to be changed. All that entire carpet definitely needs to be changed. And so is the entire kitchen, very outdated there. Um, so again, what I like to tell people is obviously it's commute versus bigger bang for your buck. You want bigger bang for your buck. You want more of a brand new development, brand new property. Move over to the west side, and consider that commutes. If you don't have a commute, you work from home, then perfect. Live on the west side. I would probably recommend that if you want a more higher quality home. But again, if you want to be near Waikiki restaurants, then you definitely want to consider staying on East Oahu. That's all I pretty much have for now. I would say questions are normally catered to what's best for my clients. So if you do have any further question, please feel free to email me and let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, that's a little bit of an overview of what's going on here on the island. Thanks for watching.